Recorded on Skype and uploaded to YouTube. This is Ryan and Derek Question Everything.
All right, everybody. We are getting into the Explain Yoself Facebook questions. And if you want to, you can go ahead and take it away, sir.
All right, Ryan, let's go ahead with your first Explain Yourself that I chose for you. May the 4th, 2015.
And of course, that was my birthday. And everybody can go ahead and say, ha ha, may the 4th be with you. Ha. So, May 4th, 2015, I was 32. Holy crap. So, let me pull that status up. Ooh, that is nasty. Sorry, my child just showed me something. Anyway.
It's not on camera.
So it was kind of a sad post that I posted. For the last 3 years, I haven't received a phone call from my grandma singing happy birthday to me, but I know in my heart she's singing it to me from above. God knows I miss her so much, but I know she's with God and my papa, and they're both happy. And I occasionally have dreams that seem so real about them. I'll never forget her. She may be gone, but never forgotten.
Aww.
She passed away in 2012, and it is still, it sucks, but you know, I know she's in a better place. And excuse my child dying.
It's not any better frozen.
They tried a little science experiment, frozen pickle juice, and
It's in the freezer. I'm gonna drink it later.
okay, anyway. All right. You ready for your status?
Yeah.
The status I chose for you was January 1st, 2014.
I actually had three. First one was, I'm sorry, that's not it. First one was Happy New Year's, everyone. Pretty self-explanatory. So, yeah. The second post was, I was kind of being a little bit passive-aggressive towards some college football people, saying, no posts about Sparty and the tree. That was it was a college football bowl game between Michigan State and Stanford. I don't know who won the game. I just know I posted about that just to try to get under some people's skin, and I got 7 comments on that, so I got under somebody's skin. And the third status for January 1st was gonna take the advice of Christina Cruz for my resolution and stop being too nice and letting people, mostly females, walk all over me.
Because damn it,
Go ahead.
I said, damn it, you're not a doormat.
No, but I had just recently had my second divorce. Yes, second divorce. And I was feeling pretty, my self-esteem was like pretty low, and I guess I gave off that vibe to some women I was talking to on POF at the time. Those, yeah. But I'm happily engaged now to Amy, and would not change it for the world.
Awesome.
So for your second date, it is December the 9th, 2018.
All right. December the 9th, 2018. I know this for a fact because I better damn well not forget about it. I posted a bunch of stuff. We had a family. My mom decided to throw a family and friend Christmas party, and there was like a bunch of us there, and that is whenever I decided to be slick and propose to Heather.
Oh, okay.
Let me see what the official status was. December 8th, 2018, got engaged. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And there was just a bunch of pictures. Wait a minute. Was that December? What was my date? I think I wrote.
It was December the 9th, but we had agreed if there is not a status on that day, we will choose the next closest day.
Well, there was. I just posted it because there was so much that was happening. Pretty much December 8th, 2018 is whenever I asked Heather to marry me, and we posted a bunch of stuff on Facebook. And if you want to see this, go look through there, and I took some stills from the video that my brother posted. It wasn't the best proposal because my nerves got a hold of me, but I still asked her to marry me.
That's okay. When I proposed to Amy, it was not that great either.
Like, I had a bunch of stuff in my head, and the only thing I got out was, oh, Heather, I love you. Will you marry me? And my brain just like stopped working, but I was in front of a bunch of people.
A little bit of public speaking fear, huh?
Yeah, and I guess it was more or less I was like so nervous because I wanted to make it right. So yeah. But I did ask her father for her hand in marriage 2 days before. So there's that.
Very, very respectable. I can dig that.
Yep. And that was my Facebook post for that day. And for yours, it would be March 15th, 2015.
Okay. I also have 3 statuses for this day as well. I posted I was listening to Rocky Mountain Way. The original was by, oh gosh, don't tell me.
But I know the new one was done by Godsmack.
Yes. Joe Walsh did the original one. Forgive my ignorance. I think he was with the Eagles, but if anybody is watching this and wants to correct me, feel free to. I was obviously listening to, well, not obviously because people don't know, but I was listening to the Godsmack edition of that song. Okay. The second status was great service today. It flew by. I was at Laurel Hill Baptist Church in Candor, North Carolina. Candor, whatever. That's where my son's grandma attends church. And I think that was the last time that I went to his grandma's church. Um, no reason, just kind of awkward. But, and then the third status was okay, this one's a little bit longer. Since my son wanted me to post a status regarding last night, yes, oh gosh, yes, you did beat me at Rummy. We and your mom's family has taught you well in that regard. You and Ariane Montel Graves, my brother-in-law, went Boston on Emily Graves, which, by the way, I had tagged them, so that's why. And sorry, so you and Montel went Boston on Emily and I last summer in the Spades game. You're better than I thought you would be at 11. However, last night you didn't beat me in speed or out-eat me. Maybe one day, my son. Maybe one day. So, a little bit of backstory on that. Yeah, when 11, that was 6 years ago. So they, Emily and Montel, they had come back to North Carolina at my dad's house, and we were playing card game, obviously at the house, and they went Boston on us, which is pretty much the first hand of spades. If you don't win any hands, you automatically lose. I do like playing cards, and crap, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, he thought he could out eat me. He thought at the time he was 11, so I was 31. Real cocky. I kind of had to put him in his place, but yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. The backstory. So yeah, that hand or that time we played spades, it was good. The last time, well, not the last time, but the time before, in 2019, when we went down to Florida, Melbourne, Florida, to see my sister and the new niece. It's like my son forgot how to play, and me and him got our butts kicked by Montel and Emily. But this past time when he graduated on June 2nd, he came over to the house, and even though him and I lost overall, he didn't forget how to play this time, and we only lost by like 6 books. So thank you, Matthew. Keep up the good work in that regard.
Cool.
So that's that status. And sir, for you, the last status will be February 12th, 2017.
All right. So if anybody wants to know what I'm looking at, I take notes now. And the production team has listened and have a planner. So there's that. So for that status, I actually took a Facebook hiatus from December 13th, 2016, all the way to March 6th, 2017. So,
gosh.
Yeah. So my first status after that was on March 6, 2017, most of you know that I had removed Facebook from my phone in life for a while. It was very refreshing, but to see all the craziness and negativity that's out there, geez. I've had a lot happen in the last few months, and God is real, let me tell you. So my posts, for the most part, will be non-negative. I will not put up with the negativity either. You post something negative on something I post, then you're deleted. I don't have to be stressed out about over a site or somebody being negative. All it takes is a click and it's over. Happy belated birthday and anniversary to all my friends and family. And if you're asking for prayers, you're in my thoughts and prayers. And that was it.
So, do you want to elaborate on why you took a hiatus, or is that just sensitive subject?
Excuse me. Sheesh. Sorry for. Oh my god. Anyway, I think I don't really remember. I think there was just a bad bunch of negativity that was going on back then, and with like life, it sucked. I don't really remember. I would have to look at all the Facebook posts before then to do some elaboration on. I will probably answer that on the next for the upcoming episode or on our page. I don't remember.
Okay.
So for the last but not least, your final one was April 1st, 2017.
April Fools, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Actually did not make a post on April Fools 2017. My next post was April the 2nd. I was at the Journey Church of the Triad. I put good morning to everyone. Have a blessed day. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just, yeah. Doesn't say I was. I mean, at that time, I was dating an ex-girlfriend. Well, I'm not going to mention her last name, Krista, but at that time we were still dating, but I guess we were kind of not in a rocky relationship. And she would usually come with me to church, but she didn't come to church that day, or I didn't tag her. So I don't know. Who knows? Sorry, Amy. I just had to. Well, I didn't have to throw that out there, but it was just weird. I just posted. I didn't really elaborate on that post. I just said, "Have a blessed day." It is what it is.
Okay. Right. And sorry, people, I'm munching. I'm hungry. Sunflower seeds, only the best. David's.
Yep.
I don't eat that other crap because, like the Walmart or Kroger brand, because you eat it and it's like shrapnel in your mouth.
I really don't eat sunflower seeds, so I'll take your word for it.
All right. So that is it for Explain Yoself.
We'll catch you next time. See you soon.
Three, two, sometime in. All right, everybody. So this is Ryan and Derek has chosen to ruin a song. Oh, God. It's already ruined because the song is atrocious. But take it away and kill the Hulkster.
Okay, brother. This is 3 minutes of your life you're never going to get back, brother. So, Shawn Michaels, you almost killed me at SummerSlam 2005 with your overselling, brother. But Derek Paul's going to kill me in this song. So, let's get to it. If you want to be a Hulkamaniac, I can sure tell you how to act. They'll ask you to lose at a TV show. You'll just have to tell them no. Creative control is what it's called. Just listen to me because I'm bald. Trust the guy with the Fu Manchu and ask him what you gonna do. Brother. I had sex with some other guy's wife, and she said that ordeal killed my life. She said that I was really bigger. But on the sex tape, I said the word. I got some heat from the boys backstage because that word really got them enraged. My ex-wife said, I screwed that up again. I don't care. Best song ever made, brother.
Sold 100 copies.
I'm the reason for wrestling success. Without the Hulkster, things would be a mess. I told Bret Hart he wasn't in my league. Ultimate Warrior. Oh, shit. A little premature. Sorry.
Just like his porn career.
I'm the reason for wrestling success. Without the Hulkster, things would be a mess. I told Bret Hart he wasn't in my league, and Ultimate Warrior had no intrigue. Shawn Michaels oversold at SummerSlam, and I think Flair is a really old man. Roddy Piper always wore a skirt. Don't talk about me because my feelings will get hurt. Brother.
Three.
Brother. Okay, brother. That's enough of that stuff, brother. Worst 3 minutes of my life. And that's not even counting the last time I had sex with my wife, brother. Brother.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. I didn't eat Jack Daniels this time, thank goodness.
You know what song I thought it was going to be?
What's that?
Not that one, but the one that Jerry Briscoe used to come out to.
Talking about Real American?
Yeah, Real American.
Oh, I can't do that. That song is actually, if any wrestling history buffs are on the page, which there may or may not be, that was not originally for the Hulkster. It was actually for, if people may not know, that was for Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda of the U.S. Express.
Right. Which...
And they left the WWF before Vince could get them the song, so he gave it to Hulk because he attached the cart to the horse, which was Hulkamania, brother.
And then Jerry Briscoe and Pat Patterson would come out to it in 2001, 2002.
Good old Stooges.
All right. That was Derek ruining the song.
And my credibility.
And you have buried the Hulkster.
He's not coming back, brother. Brother.
All right, everybody. This is Ryan and Derek. Obviously, Derek is not here because I'm on location with my dad. We're doing Chat with a Veteran, and this is my dad, Philip Kendrick.
Hey, how y'all doing?
And we just wanted to. It's also Father's Day as well, so just wanted to ask a couple questions and basically have him on our show. So if you want to, you could just tell us a little bit about life before.
Well, before I joined the military, I was a paint contractor with my dad. I grew up painting with him, painted with him for about 13 years, and decided it was time for me to do something to better myself. So I joined the National Guard and went from there, stayed in there for 6 years. And after I got out of the National Guard, I switched over and went active duty and stayed in there for 5 years and loved every minute of it. I wish I'd have went active duty instead of going in the Guard to start with, but hindsight's 2020.
And did you have any deployments?
When I was in the National Guard, I deployed to Italy and to Honduras both for training missions. As far as wartime deployments, I didn't have any. I actually got out just before everything kicked off. As far as I was in training when Desert Storm was taking place, or Desert Shield. But other than that, I got out before the second Gulf War started.
And you went to Korea too?
Yeah, I went to Korea for a year, and but I've been to a lot of different places. I've been, like I said, to the Azore Islands, Honduras, Italy, Korea. So I got to see a little bit of the world.
And do you have any crazy moments or just moments that just out of the ordinary wouldn't necessarily happen, or you had to be there to believe it?
Yeah, I've had several of those. I guess the craziest moment that happened to me personally was when I was in air assault school, and we were doing our rappelling from the helicopter, and the black church told us, said, we don't want to see you doing Hollywood down our rope. Said you do three breaks between the helicopter and the ground. Said if we do this number, it means to get off our rope immediately because there's something wrong. So I got out in the door and was waiting. There was 4 of us go out the door at the same time, and the girl across in front of me, she did what we call a possum. She turned upside down and was hanging by her rope just upside down. So we had to wait for her to get back up into the helicopter and get straightened back out before we could go. And so he let everybody go, and I was the very last one to go. And as soon as I left the door, he started giving us the signal to get off the rope. So I just burned out all the way to the ground, and come to find out where they had put the mounting ring up into the top of the helicopter to secure our ropes to. It had started coming loose from the helicopter. They didn't torque the bolts down, so it was about to come out of the helicopter, so we had to get off the ropes quickly.
Wow. And also tell them about the one time about the helicopter that I always bring up to my friends.
Which the hit me in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing sling load operations, and I was fixing to hook up. We were hooking up Humvees to the Chinooks, and the Chinook came in, and I'm standing on top of the Humvee, and as he come in, the wheel of the Chinook hit me in the top of the head. So that was lots of fun. Just running up to the helicopters when they're coming in is a lot of fun, because the rotor wash is so strong that you're running and you're really not going anywhere. You can pretty much lay flat down on the ground running, and you won't be going anywhere because the rotor wash is just so strong.
That's crazy. And I guess
when I went to Korea, I made some really good friends. I went to Korea. I got in country on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So they had to in-process me real quick so that I didn't get stuck into in-processing during the holiday. But I made some really good friends there. And one of my best friends there in Korea, his name's Jerry Brown. Me and him and a couple other guys that were real good, close friends with each other. We all would go to a mountain right there outside of Camp Casey's camp, Mount Soyosan. And we would hike the mountain every weekend. I guess it's probably about a 20-mile hike there and back every weekend.
20-mile hike. And how has life been adjusting to whenever you got out?
Well, when I got out, I got hurt going through Special Forces training, and so that was the beginning of the end of my career because I herniated the disc in my back. So I got out on medical discharge, and so the adjustment period after getting out, from that was really hard because it felt like somebody had jerked the rug out from under my feet because, I was considered a lifer. I had 11 years in, and so I was on the back side of my, getting to retire. And by doing that, I had to get out. And I had no plans for the future because I wasn't planning on getting out.
Right.
And so it's been a really hard adjustment because the military was, for me, it was what defined me as a person. I loved it. This past March, I've been out 20 years. And if I could go back tomorrow, I would.
Yeah.
That's how much I loved being in the military.
What was your favorite moment, I guess, all around, and what was one of your least favorite moments all around?
I guess my favorite moment was when I got pinned with my E5. That was a proud moment for me because I worked really hard to make my rank, and that was a real special moment. And getting out on the medical discharge, that was probably the lowest point of my entire career.
And what are you doing now?
I am happily retired, traveling in my camper and seeing the world. I love it.
And it is a beautiful camper. They just got it, a couple days ago?
We picked it up Thursday. It's a 2021 Grand Design Transcend. From bumper to hitch, it's 36 feet 11 inches. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. Fishing and traveling and seeing the country. So
Yep.
I'm happily retired now.
All right. And as always, we both appreciate your service.
I appreciate it.
And we will call that a wrap. And sorry you couldn't be here, Derek. We will catch you next time.
See you, Derek.
All right. This is the Heather's Interesting Facts segment. And
Whoa. I thought it was fun and interesting facts. You corrected me last time.
Okay, well, it's fun and interesting facts. Whatever. And we are ready.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear?
Barely.
You have to come over here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so first fact is when your eyes move, your brain purposely blocks your vision, which is why you can't see the motion of your own eyes in a mirror. It's called saccadic masking.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, so you can't see your own eyes both. And I know you've tried.
Multiple times.
Yeah, especially I did when I was younger. So
That is just something I would have never thought about.
Alright, you ready for number 2?
Yeah.
So when you stand at the geographic South Pole, all lines of longitude converge at the exact point. So, at that exact point, I'm sorry. So you are literally standing in all 24 time zones. You can step from today into yesterday and back into tomorrow. It's the only place on Earth you can time travel.
So we're going to go back to the future, into the future, out of the future, to the present.
just make sure you bundle up very, very warmly.
Yeah. This picture shows that I don't think it gets hot there at all, ever.
Then I won't ever be going there.
Yeah. So number 3. There is a restaurant in Spain that grills its food over a volcano. This dormant volcano has been peacefully gurgling below the surface since its last eruption in 1824. So it's still hot enough to cook food.
And people.
Yeah, I mean, the Earth is. I guess it's a living. I wouldn't say. Well, no, I guess with the trees, I guess it's a living, breathing thing because there's earthquakes and there are other volcanoes, so it's alive.
It would suck
And
because I would go there and a damn volcano would erupt. Like, I just wanted a burger, but I'm dead now. Thanks.
to the liquid hot magma.
Mm.
Alright, so number 4. There is a such thing called the Jesus nut.
The Jesus nut.
Yes. It is a bolt at the top of a helicopter shaft that holds it all together. It got its name because if you were to fail in flight, the only thing left to do would be to pray to Jesus.
Hmm.
I guess a lot of my Army coworkers know more about that than I do because I don't think the Air Force really has a whole lot of helicopters, or at least I never worked on any.
Yeah, I don't think my dad has ever mentioned that either, and he used to jump out of all kinds of helicopters.
You have to ask him about it.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him.
Interesting. Okay.
So I got one that I know Ryan's gonna like. So in 1980, a dingo ate an Australian couple's baby while camping, causing the mother to be sentenced to life in prison for murder. 3 years later, the clothes of the baby were found near a dingo den.
So a dingo did eat your baby.
Hence where the saying comes from.
And she was convicted of murder.
Yep, she was convicted of murder, sentenced to life in prison.
Is like a dingo a protected species in Australia? I actually have no idea.
A dingo is more like a dog. It literally ate their baby.
A dingo is just a wild dog. That's just what they call wild dogs there. A dingo ate your baby.
Okay. I wouldn't call that murder, but okay, whatever.
Well, I guess because they couldn't prove it, but they went to the lair 3 years later and found the clothes.
I wonder if she ever got off. Like if she ever was set free.
I don't know.
Makes you wonder. I'm gonna search that some more too.
Very interesting.
Another one if you use it too.
Okay.
So when howling together, no two wolves will howl on the same note. Instead, they harmonize to create the illusion that there are more of them than there actually are.
Okay.
I wouldn't be
So
able to
it could
hear.
be two, and you would think it's a lot more than that.
That would suck.
Yeah, I guess. If you're out there all alone camping or whatever.
Kind of like the cows.
You had to throw in camping and the damn cows. Leave the cows alone.
So, funny story, we were camping at Tailwater Campground, and me and Lily were like, we keep hearing these cows coming from somewhere. And this one starts freaking out. He's like, I don't like cows. I don't hear them. And then he finally hears them. He's like, oh, no, no. He starts freaking out because he doesn't like cows. What?
I had a bad experience whenever I went camping in a cow pasture. Yes, years ago in the great boonies of Adolphus, Kentucky, I went camping in a cow pasture just because it had a really good pond to fish in, and the cows snuck up on me in the middle of the night, and they sound like asthmatic patients.
Yeah, okay.
And then they just kind of stared with their beady eyes and
Chewing the cud.
yeah. And all you would hear was I'm just like I need an adult.
You need an adult a lot.
I don't think I'd go camp on a cow pasture even if there was a pond fishing. I'd camp somewhere else and walk to the
Exactly.
pond.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the smell?
It didn't smell that terrible.
It still smelled. That's the thing. It still smelled. What is wrong with you?
One thing that smelled bad is the damn chicken coop, though.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah. All right. And that was it for Heather's weird and crazy facts.
Are we ever going to get the name straight for this?
No,
I didn't think so.
probably not.
Actually, since he did buy a organizer, he could write that down since he showed it to us in a different segment.
You would think so. I was about to say, you're literally just looking at a blank piece of paper.
I know. I'm looking for the stuff that I wrote down. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Well, that was it. So, we'll see you in the next segment, people.
Yeah, the next show. Or, I'm sorry, yes, next segment. Sorry.
All right.
Welcome, everyone. This is Ryan and Derek Question Everything, the question and answer segment. Luckily for Ryan, he has all the questions. No one sent me in any questions. So, Ryan, go ahead and take it away since all the questions are from or to you.
All right. So, Cassandra from Bowling Green wants to know is cereal considered soup? Why or why not?
I mean, I guess you could technically say it could be a soup. Well, no. Hold on. Wouldn't you know what? Actually, I'm not 100% sure because some soups you can eat cold. Some you have to up to taste good.
Cold.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm never eating that shit again. I would say no. Hell no.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll go with you.
That just turns my stomach right there. Like, it's a two-way street on that. I'd say no.
So we're going to say no, just the simple fact that milk does not constitute making anything a soup.
Well, okay, so other people would disagree probably because you have your almond milk, your other soy milk, and all this other crap. But you know what? No, homie. It's not considered soup.
There you have it, Cassandra. Ron says it's not soup. I'm not 100% sure. I'm with you.
All right. So Jennifer from New York.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Very consistent.
She's got 2 questions. And we're actually happy because she always sends us stuff. So cool. All right. So her first question was, can I get a part 2 of what to watch? And did you ever remember those shows that you were going to say in the first episode?
Short answer for that first question, yes. Second answer, off the top of my head, no. I'd have to go back and watch the episode to see if I could remember what the heck I was talking about.
Okay, well, for my answer, yes, definitely a part 2 of what to watch is doable. And I took notes this time because I remembered. So, Black Sails is one. It is on Hulu. It was originally on Stars. It is, I like anything about pirates, and this is definitely Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, don't kill me. Game of Thrones meets no dragons.
Okay.
It's got the everything except for the dragons. And of course, Game of Thrones. One that I was gonna say last time, Washington's Secret Service. It was on AMC. It was like George Washington back in the day, and there was a bunch of spies and a bunch of other stuff that was going on. And there was a bunch of stuff going on behind the guy's back that he didn't know about. And he also was spying on a bunch of people. Taboo with Tom Hardy. Again, that's another one of those old-timey, Old English things. It was on FX originally. Everybody thought he was dead. He came back after his father died, and they were saying something dark resides in him. So far, so good. I've got like 4 episodes in. Now, for spacey shows, Another Life, it has Katie Sackhoff in it. And if you don't know who that is, she was the chick that was on Longmire. She was also on crap. She's on a bunch of shows. Battlestar Galactica. She's
okay.
And that is just a futuristic spacey show. And Netflix has it, and they're getting ready to come out with a 2nd season. Awesome. And last but not least, The Alienist. It has Dakota Fanning in it, and it was her and a couple guys that were like back in the Old English days. They were going around solving grisly murders. And it was actually not bad. So,
before the next question, if I could kind of circle around, I can kind of do 2 things in one. With going back to Cassandra's first question about is cereal a soup? I was actually watching a YouTube video last night from Oversimplified. it's funny that Cassandra asked that question because that was kind of like a little skit on the Oversimplified last night. It's Oversimplified on YouTube. If you like historical stuff, it's like kind of like a light-hearted, sarcastic way of explaining history, like the Civil War Part 1 and 2, World War I Part 1 and 2, Napoleon, the Russian Revolution, the American Revolution, a whole bunch of very cartoony as well. But I don't think the guy makes those videos anymore. They're a few years old, but I thought they were kind of interesting. The historical facts, they're accurate, but they're not like serious. They're kind of like lighthearted. So if you like history, that would be something I'd recommend checking out. Oversimplified on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
I'm done.
Okay. So for her next question, can there be any more wrestling segments? Because she actually liked those. So right now, I know I mentioned this probably every episode. I'm watching WWE Raw right now, only Raw, from 1996, and I'm to 2003 right now. So I knew we did a segment about the women in WWE early 2000s. That's a whole lot of ish that I've got to change because boy was I wrong.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, we also did a segment on Ric Flair, and earlier on this episode, I buried Hulk Hogan.
So yes, we will be doing more wrestling segments. We've just got to get those out. Honorable mentions though, Trish Stratus still kicking ass up till 2003. She defeated Jazz and Victoria for the 3 times women's champions. Some good tag team people so far. Mine would have to be RVD and the Big Red Machine.
Oh yeah.
And of course, the favorite, the Dudley Boys. And Booker T and Goldie. Or Gold Dust.
Yeah. Good old Dustin.
If you want to know what all that mess was about, yes, we will do a wrestling segment on that.
So, for anyone that's watching these, this question and answer segment, like Jennifer from New York, is there anything specific you would like for us to talk about? Watch this and let us know.
She said there was a bunch of good stuff from all the way up to 2003, which I agree. There's a bunch of stuff. Can talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course. Why not?
What?
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 What? My name is Stone Cold E.T. You guys got to watch that.
Yes. Stone Cold, yeah. This guy dresses up as E.T. and talks like Stone Cold and goes to like a Hardee's or Wendy's drive-thru. Freaking hilarious. Check it out.
Of course, there's going to be a bunch of... She didn't really specify. Oh, Ass Clowns. Ass Clowns was made popular back in 2002, 2003, thanks to all you Jerichoholics.
The Ayatollah of rock and rolla, baby.
And I'm sorry, my shoulder is 99.3% healed. Fucking Randy Orton. God. All right. So yeah, we'll just do some more wrestling skits, or not skits, but bring some of those dates back up. So on to our next viewer question. Shannon from Madisonville. Has anyone watched WandaVision?
I have not. I did see the comment. I will check it out.
I've seen 2 episodes whenever I was in Florida, and I really wasn't paying attention to it because I'm not like, I don't know. I just didn't. I haven't. It's on the list. That's all. And she said that would also be a show to recommend for Jennifer in New York to watch.
There you go.
And that is all the questions that I've got. So if anybody wants to ask any questions about anything, go ahead and send those in. And you could either message me or Derek on our Facebook page or our group, which is taking off. And thank you, people, because our group people, the group people, will only get group specific content, which is our shorties, because we don't put them on here. We just put those on Facebook specific.
So are we going to mention that right now, or?
Yeah, we can. So our shorty number, what would that be, 2? Yeah, our shorty number 2. I came up with this one. No, actually, Derek came up with this one. So it's going to be a blindfolded baby food challenge. Our wives or fiance is going to go and get some baby food, 5 jars or 5 different kinds, and we have to identify them by eating them. And whoever gets the 4 out of 5 right, the loser has to eat a can of sardines. And I'm not looking forward to either one of those, because I had to feed this crap to my daughter, and baby food should be outlawed.
I had to feed baby food to my son as well. So, I mean, the reason we chose baby food is because I've seen that on other React channels, like Fine Brothers Entertainment, FBE. They had like teens or staff try baby food and try to guess it. And I thought that, obviously blindfolded, so I thought that'd be a fun challenge for us to try. So.
And if anybody wants to shoot us a challenge to do, and obviously the punishments, shoot that to us on our Facebook page, and that'll be included in the shorties.
So make sure you like and subscribe. Well, make sure you like the group and turn on the notifications for the group to get whenever we post, you're the first to know.
Right, exactly. So, as always, I'm Ryan, and if you don't like and subscribe, I'll send baby spiny armadillos to come and steal your left socks.
He's Ryan. I'm Derek. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Oh, you're going to edit this part out, too. What the?
It's okay.
Jeez, what? Oh.